got it. Okay, okay. Wait, can you hear me? You can hear me? Okay. Hooray! I might have to adjust my expressions a little. She's a little hyper right now. Wow. I'm baffled. This is what this looks like. Okay. let me see something real quick. Okay, okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was checking things. Hello. I think my expressions are a little too wonky at the moment. Let me change a little. Okay, I think I'm gonna pause my background. And also gonna turn on the AC because it is a little hot in here. Ooh, okay. Okay, well, let me get my introduction out the way. My name is SoL, aka still LT. Hello, I'm LT. I've been streaming for, maybe 2 years now, maybe 1. I'm not too sure. But I've been streaming for a while. I'm about to take a sip of water. Give me one sec. Okay. Yes, I've been streaming for a while, and for a few people, I know no one has joined yet, but that's fine. I'm just gonna reposition myself, so she's probably gonna get a little wonky. Ow, my head. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. Well, let's get this started. I am LT. That is the nickname of me, the person behind this avatar. My avatar's name is SoL. I want to give her like a unique way of spelling it, like SOL. I think SOL is cute. Ooh. Oh my, I'm so tired. Yeah. But yeah, this is SoL. This is her. This is her in the flesh. She's a rat. If I move at a certain angle, you can probably see her tail. Yeah, there it is. He's my tail. So, I kind of had difficulties with the mixture of what I wanted SoL to be or come off as. You notice the background, it's like a moody castle gothic, right? So SoL in my head has always been this Vampriss Demon Rat. Yeah, I'm clicking all the buzzwords when it comes to making her. She's a mixture of 3 things that I really like. I'm sorry if you keep hearing me pause. I woke up with a massive headache today, and I thought about like canceling this whole debut, but it meant so much to me that I really didn't want to, even though my head is killing me right now, and you can tell by my VTuber's expression. It's killing me. We are a bit laggy, I'll admit. I think my computer is not used to. It's trying to get used to running this, which that's fine. Anyways, so if you've watched anything that I've ever made, or even took a glimpse at my stuff, you notice there is a red and black anime girl on the cover of 9 times out of 10 a lot of things, and if not, it's just like art. Oh god, stop yawning. But the whole time that has been SoL, or it's been me, I guess. I'm expressing the definition of a VTuber as if people don't know what the fuck that means. But I've never given her a name specifically, because it's hard to portray yourself as that avatar on like every profile, and back when I was first starting my channel, I kept like trying to make that my big brand was, hey, this person on my thumbnail, yeah, that's me, yeah, that's me, hey, that's me, look, it's me. You know, that was a big part of the start of my channel, was showing people, hey, that person on the cover, yeah, that's me. So from the beginning of my channel, I've always wanted to make a VTuber. But there are a lot of problems with that. As you know, I'm a gaming channel, specifically. So, oh, and I don't know if I ever mentioned, I am a console gamer, but if anybody took like a look at my controls, it's apparently obvious. So streaming on console, especially as a VTuber, is going to be the hardest thing I have done. I would pull up my screen of like what it looks like then, but I'm gonna be honest, I start lagging insanely hard once I do. So at the moment, it will just be my avatar on the screen. I won't show how I intend to stream games. Anyways, so to give the backstory of SoL, she's always been here, and every thumbnail I've used, I've always wanted to show myself in this lighting of her. I've constantly followed the red and black aesthetic. It's just been something I love. Even if you go to my ASMR channel, you see that I always write in a red and black font. There's just something so appeasing, something so satisfying about those 2 colors coming together. So I've always loved these. I also made a community post if any of those characters are hand-drawn. Most times I don't think they are. I think they're just Google images, because that is where I got literally all of them. Or Google searches. And I made a community post which talked about if anybody was offended that their art was put up or it was used, please let me know. It will be taken down, because I don't want to steal people's art, especially to show my character. That's something I ran into at the very beginning of my channel. One of my shorts of explaining my OC. I remember I got I went back and forth with this person I met online, like just someone in my commenter, and immediately I said to myself, this is not how I want to be perceived. I don't want to be perceived as like this arguer, like someone that fights with her fans or people who watch her. Even if I don't get that far, anyways, I digress. But I did realize, yeah, bro, you are completely in the wrong. Like, you shouldn't use people's arts and thumbnails. So I resorted to using 100% Google searched images, which that doesn't eliminate the fact that some of that art can be drawn, but I really looked for specifically anime characters, as if like they've been in shows. Like, that's fine. I never mind using like a character. Sorry, I did just wake up. Anyways, I think you get the point. Is I never wanted to steal any art to show who I want it to be perceived as. Now, my community, I'm gonna move. My community post still stands. If there is any artwork and I do any that's like, hey, I made that, I'm gonna move. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I needed to grab something. If there's anything like that, let me know. But, anyways, to not bore you with all that information. What is SoL's backstory? Well, I'll be honest, I never had like a script for it, or oh yeah, this is how I want to do this. Well, yeah, it's gonna be like this. I'm gonna move one more time. Apologies. It's my head. My head really hurts. I'm trying to find a comfortable position to have my webcam facing, while also not wanting to, die. Okay. Sorry, I'm moving so much, but you get to see her expressions. So, her backstory, or I guess her lore. She started off as a average rat, just a little small rat. I'm thinking I never gave her a year that she exists in, because I want that to vary. I thought of like, I don't even know what year that would be, but think of like a Transylvania vampire castle. So when vampires existed, when there were hunters, that type of, her eye is really flickering. I'm actually not doing that. She's, well, yeah, so think of those dark, moody castles where this vampire lord exists. When they say like, oh, Nosferatu used the rats to start the plague? I'm one of those rats. I'm one of those random rats that were on the castle floor. Just a random rat. Nothing special, just there. So, one day the vampire lord is slain, and while the other rats are consuming the meal of the day, what I imagine the meal of the day is the lord, like the vampire lord of it all. He just, kills somebody, drops the body on the ground. We just, eat the remainder of the flesh, because, we're rats. It's what we do. So, we're all eating this flesh corpse on the ground, on the floor. The lord is just sitting back down, after finishing what he wants out of the human, the random person. And I'm late to the party. I'm late to the festivities. I'm late to go eat my meal. Because there's no way I'm getting fed anything else other than our Lord's scraps. So I'm a little late to the party to get my fill-in of food, which is my ultimate greatest mistake, or could it have been the biggest blessing I'll ever receive? While I'm eating the remainder of the corpse like every other rat is. Okay, I'm trying to fix her expression because it's kind of annoying me how much she's opening her mouth like that. Okay, there we go. But while I'm eating the remainder of the flesh like every other rat, there's a hunter that runs in. He slays the Lord. The Lord is sitting behind us as we feast. Every other rat realizes he's beginning to fall over and is going to hit the floor, but no, I don't. I'm knee deep in the stomach of, some random human. Which then the Lord falls upon in a disgustingly very graphic manner. Me as a tiny rat, I get infused and practically drown in the Lord's organs. So the way I'm talking, he gets slain is whole to the chest, like stomach specifically. So his organs completely just out of him. And unfortunately on top of me. Which infuses the two. I practically drown, Tokyo Ghoul style, I imagine. I'm not doing the best of telling the story, but I believe you get the picture. Out of his remnants, his blood, was born me. I'm here. My model is a goth. That's a piece I really want to give her. Outside of my model and outside of who I am on this channel and on my ASMR channel, I'm a goth. I've always loved the aesthetic, the music, the style, the fashion. I love everything that is considered to be gothic. So I wanted to really show that and flesh that out with my own character. So here we are. This background in particular, this is the main bedroom. The Lord's old bedroom, but he won't be using it anymore, so I'm going to be using it from now on. You can see there's snow outside. I have the background for snow to really give the idea that it's a snowy, glossy book. Okay, now I want to get into the absurdity that it was to make this character. I was not alone. I was not alone making this character. I didn't pay anybody to make my model, which is a common thing to do when you're making a VTuber, but I had the money to make my VTuber, and I tried to take every free route possible, and I'm insanely in love with how she looks and how she came out. So I know nothing about tech. I know nothing about computers. I know nothing. So imagine what it was like to have to set up all these different concepts together. It has been grueling, difficult, annoying, and absolutely draining. So I made my model on Vampriss Studio, the one with the yellow icon. I hope that's the right one I'm talking about. There were a lot of steps I used, but I got into Vampriss Studio and immediately started creating who I wanted. her beginner model wasn't up to my taste. So, but I was still happy with how she became. Now, the first rock in the road, the first annoying trial was getting her into clothes. Nobody told me how absurd and annoying and difficult it would be to get your VTuber into clothes. And that's because it isn't difficult. I'm just not that smart. So on VRoid Studio, there's an app called Booth. If you go through Booth, and if you specifically look up VRoid clothing, you can give your model clothes that are specifically made to run via VRoid. I did not know that. So I bought 3 outfits for my model that I couldn't even use because they weren't VRoid accessible. So oh god, it was so annoying. Some of them were Unity packaged, and I don't know how to use Unity. I don't even know what the fuck Unity technically, like what the app would be labeled as. But I digress, I tried. I installed Unity, tried Unity. Mind you, I'm not doing this alone. My partner was beside me every step of the way trying to help me. Because he's the tech whiz, right? He's the one that knows about computers, He's the nerd in this department. I'm just the silly girl that just wants to use a quirky little model to stream video games. That's about it. That's my role. That's my role in all of this. So, Unity did not work out. It took maybe about 2-3 weeks to make my model. And it would have taken a lot shorter if we would have just simply knew what we were doing. There were a lot of tutorial videos that actually they helped, but you know when you watch a video and they're already 10 times steps ahead of you, so you join in not knowing what it is you're watching or what it is they're doing. Those were a lot of the videos I was stumbling across where, yes, this would be helpful if I already had clothes on her, but I didn't. I only had the VRoid clothes from the picking. But now I understand how to get more clothes. Which, I do have more clothes. And I want to show you all those clothes. Because after I figured out how to, fix things, I gave her more clothes. This is her first outfit. It's a DVD inspired outfit because I love DVD. I'm absolutely obsessed with the game, so I had to rep a DVD logo on my shirt chest. The full outfit isn't like anything crazy. I can zoom out to show you. This is the only outfit where I think she's wearing pants. So yeah, there you go. That's what I look like. I'm gonna move her. Oh, whoa, I move her back. Shit. But yeah, this is what the outfit looks like. Just some red heels, sweats, and the DVD logo. Yeah. This is my base outfit for DVD in particular. So whenever I stream DVD, I would love to have this outfit on. But I first have to get streaming accessible for my OBS and all that. But I will eventually get around to that. So I guess in the meantime I won't be streaming any video games with my VTuber. Okay, this is the next outfit I have for her. This is a really cool wedding dress one. So, if you noticed, a lot of my media, I always say like, oh, I'm a yandere, or da da da. Well, I love that type of character. I love that character. That is my favorite genre of a character. So, my SoL is the SoL is a yandere. She has to be. So, this is her bloody wedding dress. Now, she doesn't have an obsessor quite yet, but I mean, come on now, I had to. I also, as a huge fan of horror that I am, I had to give her something. And this is what she looks like, too. You see her heels. What, you see how the dress moves? She's so pretty. But, yeah. I kind of might change her heels for this one. Okay. Let's go to my next model. So this is more of a gothic modern outfit that I have for her. Also, if you notice, I'm using VC Face. Thank you, VC Face, for making this so easy to track. Anyways, this is the gothic. I want to add a necklace on her. Just to, you know, give more. And then this is the full escape of the outfit. Super cute. And I will now show you my default outfit. This is what she looks like. This is the outfit. Isn't she adorable? She's so lovely. Yeah, but yeah. So, that is my model. That is what she looks like. Full body and all. Those are all of her outfits that I have for her at the moment. Yeah. Back to the struggling process of making her. You can tell I'm not running off of any script. I'm just kind of freeballing this whole experience. The problem is my head is killing me, so it's making it so hard to think about what I want to say for this moment, other than I'm super happy that we're finally here, because it was a bitch. This entire process was so, like, it was so killing. I hated this entire process. Other than first making her and making her clothes, it was fucking terrible. I hated being frustrated. I hated both of us being frustrated because we both don't know what we're doing. But we did it. We're here, and I'm more than happy with her model. So her curly hair, if you know, I have curly hair in real life. So I wanted her hair to be more black, but in the process, her ears had to be the same color as the hair, so I had to give it a little bit of red highlights. If you can tell on the inside of her mouth, she does have vampire fangs. But, and also her skin color is just like me. She's still every race that I am. A long time ago I had a, hey, fun facts about me, the person you're watching. I'm mixed. I'm mixed with black, Indian, and Hispanic. So, she's all three of those, just like me. I get a question a lot. Not a lot, but when people do join randomly, they're like, they hear me do say the N-word. They're like, are you black? And I'm like, yes. I swear to God, yes. My hair is as curly as ever. My skin is... I'm a lighter skin. I'm a lighter skin. That's my voice. I believe my voice doesn't sound... I guess... African American. But anyways, I am. And although there's no one here now but me, I'm still just proud that I'm here, that I have this model, that I have a way to represent myself that is not only cute but can be seen. And I think she is truly the biggest project I've worked on for this channel. And I've never been super popular, but that's okay, because I'm happy with what I'm doing, and I'm happy being a VTuber now. I'm so happy to join this community. Now, just like every other community, it has its ups and downs, but I hope I can become a great representation for this community if I ever do, become famous or whatever. But I'm happy with where it's gotten me. I'm happy with the people that have helped me get here. I'm happy to anybody who will one day stumble upon my channel. I'm happy. I'm happy to have gotten here. I mean, man, on my old Instagram, which is probably will continue to become where my main Instagram, I started my VTuber project back in, what was it? We're 2025. I think I started the project in man, I don't know. God, I can't find my phone. I started my VTuber project, and I'm gonna guess a year. I'm gonna say 2020. I tried to start it. It was around the year of COVID. But I started the VTuber project, and I had to put a hold on it because this VTuber project and aspect it was going to take me a while. And I realized that in that moment that this is something that I'm not just going to get done in a matter of days. This is going to take me a very long time. So I stopped, I paused, I told myself, yeah, I'm not going to go back to that until I'm ready. And when I finally put all my ducks in a row, here we are. Nothing would make me more happier than to be able to stream video games with my model by my side. Or with my model representing me. Now, let's say I don't have much to say. I think that basically summarizes everything. From my model, to the background, to her backstory, to who I am, I guess. The type of things I want to stream, I want to stream like reaction stuff, mainly gaming stuff, but I find myself watching a YouTube video and would love to express my opinions on a video or the shenanigans happening on the video to the outside world, and I think it'd be funny. It's just, if I can figure out, the rest of what I need to do, then this journey is going to be fun. I'm going to be one of the weirdest VTubers that anyone will watch. Because I've always said crazy fucking things in my streams. I've always been, derailed, and my anger and my humor, especially the people I hang out with. So I feel like this is going to be fun. This is going to be great. And I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of my partner for helping me, and I'm proud of finally fucking getting here. We did it. I finally made a VTuber. God. And I'm still as socially fucking awkward as when I first started. But it's okay. Because I noticed when I posted my VTuber debut, I got some additional subscribers, and that made me smile, because that makes me feel like people are watching me and they're waiting to see me grow, and I love that. I love that. Now, will I be using my VTuber model for ASMR? I don't think so. Nor, well, it's not yet. So track me. Oh, she's okay. There we go. No, I don't know yet. I don't know what I will be using my model for from now on. The thing is, I want to use her for gaming and reacting, but I have everything becomes laggy when I enable my model and the remote play. When I add both of those together, my streaming setup can't take it. So it makes the remote play extremely laggy. So in the meantime, I don't know the next. I don't know the next time you'll see my model. I just wanted to debut her because she is done, and I want everyone to be able to see her because she's complete. It's just my setup isn't complete for her. I chose today to debut her because I was supposed to be getting my Ethernet adapter to connect to my computer to see if it'll run games smoother. But I like, given with my fucking massive headache, I don't think I would stream anything at all today. So, but yeah, I think I've been streaming for 30 minutes now. I think I just wrapped up everything I needed to say. Oh man, this is just the biggest accomplishment I've done, and that may be very little, like, to say, but man, I can't believe I fucking did it. I brought this character that I've always wanted to be here. I brought them to life, and here she is, and she's as beautiful as I imagine her to be. She's just as gorgeous as I imagine her. And I'm so happy for that. I love her. There isn't a thing I wouldn't change about her. I would say I would make her nose a little bigger, and that's fine. And I love that I've gotten this for. But with all that being said, I'm happy to anybody who will get to see the future of SoL and how she'll grow as one of the weirdest VTubers. Just the more aggressive. I feel like I'm a more aggressive, like, just like, aggressive person. So it's all just gonna roll into SoL, and she's just gonna have to express all of what I'm feeling in the moment. She's doing a great job already. I mean, it's always been hard for me to talk about me and my character as myself, although I've expressed, like, hey, yeah, that's me. It's always been hard for me to actually, understand that. So I'll have to get used to referring to myself as SoL and myself as LT, and we're the same person, It's gonna be hard for me, I'll admit, but we're one of the same. I'll still go by, LT, and that's perfectly fine. I got the idea from Amelie, how she still goes by Lee, and Amelie, her VTuber is Monarch, so I've definitely took that as something that I want to do too. But yeah, that's all. This is my debut. I'm probably the most boring debut watcher you've watched, but that's fine. That's all I have to say. Thank you. And I can't wait to see how this unfolds for me and everybody, and just all in all, anything. And I'm glad for the people who did pop in, even if you just watched for 2 seconds. I am happy that I can even gather a small enough crowd. Yeah, thank you. That's all. SoL heading out. LT heading out. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Oh, I'm so happy with this. Alright. Doodle stream.